What to do, YouTube? Today we're going to be checking out the lore of every single Forsaken killer. This was recommended by a few people in the comments, so shout out to y'all. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, because we were trying to hit the big 24,000. And without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, recently we did a video on the channel checking out the Forsaken OSTs, aka the music, and those were honestly really good, but I was like kind of confused with some of the characters, so y'all told me to peep this video of the lore.
Forsaken is the afterlife where the survivors must stay alive while being hunted.
Afterlife.
Once the timer ends, the survivors get a quick break and then must do this over and over again.
That is
Today,
terrible.
To look at these
Okay, that already spilled, bro. First 10 seconds dropped hecka lore.
hunters, aka the
That's
killers
terrible.
in this game, to see if they're actually
John
all
Doe.
that evil,
The legend
or
John
they
Doe.
have just been wronged and now only want revenge. First up, Cool Kid. So Cool Kid is actually based on the real-life Cool Kid exploiter group, in which they would hack many Roblox games like work at a pizza place. But in the world of Forsaken, Cool Kid is just one person, a person with a dark history. Yeah,
dark
Cool
history.
Kid's description reads, an adopted son from a single father with a childlike curiosity, but with the strength of a monster.
It's a cool kid.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Cool Kid is actually 10 years old. He appears
Bro's 10, but he's a killer.
as a red,
Damn.
like humanoid that can kill fast and traverse fast. He is known for his associations with a vandalization group called Team Cool Kid.
As we heard.
Cool Kid's history starts off with him being adopted by 007 and 7 after Cool Kid was left on his doorstep due to having a skin condition. Yeah, if you didn't know, 007
he just like me, bro. Sometimes my skin gets red, bro. I feel you, Cool Kid. I feel you, dog.
and 7
But nah.
would actually give up his life
Cool
of
Kid was
crime
actually a
to
thing
try and be a good father to Cool Kid, but that wouldn't last very long because Cool Kid would eventually find 007 and 7's old hacking devices and use them to cause havoc. A lot of
Damn, and to think they... Okay, what is my boy doing right here? But I was like gonna say, they look so happy right here. They look so happy. What goes wrong?
007's old hacking devices.
He finds the hacking devices
to cause havoc. A lot of the times, he would cause a lot of damage to Builder Brothers Pizza, which is a reference to Cool Kid in real life always hacking work at a pizza place.
Right.
Yeah, you can even see in the background Elliot being distressed over there. Yeah, because of all the damage done to the pizza place, Cool Kid and 7 would eventually get blacklisted from the building. But
dang, no more pizza.
At some point, Cool Kid would go missing, with 7 trying to find him. Unfortunately, though, he didn't succeed, and eventually 7 would wake up in the world of Forsaken. But there also
Wait, how did he die though? How did he die?
Also in the world was Cool Kid. We're unsure as to how he got here as of now. We do know that the world of Forsaken is some sort of purgatory, aka the afterlife, that's run by the
So that would mean they both died.
mysterious specter.
Dang.
Another thing about Cool Kid is that
That's
he's
unfortunate.
actually only 10 years old and is unaware of all his actions. Yeah, he thinks when he defeats people that they're just sleeping or are tired from playing. Cool Kid
That is
also
next
has
level
a
naive.
unique animation with 7 where when he kills him, he gently places him down instead of the usual animation where he just tosses them. Cool Kid also
because he doesn't even know. He doesn't know I just killed you. He's just like, I'm gonna just lay you down instead of throwing you like the rest, because that's
has
Pops,
a unique
man.
voice line with a survivor,
Come on, man.
Elliot, in which when he defeats him, he says this. Again, hinting at how he used to cause destruction in the pizza place.
Wow.
Another cool thing is when 7 is the last man standing and Cool Kid is the killer, a song known as Plead will actually start playing. Another sad thing about 7 is that he's not liked by most of the survivors in the world of Forsaken. This is because he revealed the truth about him and Cool Kid, and thus they often ignore him now. One by one. So a lot of his lore can actually be read through his description. The physical manifestation of pure malice, hatred, and negativity.
This is another character I haven't heard of.
One who despises
the only ones I know is
else
John
more
Doe
than the former
and
admin Shadletsky.
Jason,
With a
of
daemon
course.
shank in his hands, he can summon beings of rot from the deceased, as well as target survivors from afar, poisoning them in the process. Yet, so in real life, 1 by 1 was actually an urban legend that, was
An
actually
urban
made
legend?
by the real Roblox employee Shadletsky as a
Really?
joke. It was revealed here in this post by Mr. Doombringer, in which it was called the real story behind in
so
One
this
by
is real.
One,
This is
it
real
details
lore
how
right here.
Streletsky mentions the evil 1x1. Again, this was all purely a joke. But
Purely
in
a
the world
joke,
of
but, you know,
Forsaken, he's actually the
yeah,
physical
here.
manifestation of hatred. Yeah, like even in
That's
his
pretty
attack
funny, though.
moves right here, like mass infection, it says blame blank Roblox admin. Yeah, again, this is referring to
Right.
the Mr. Doombringer post where it says blame John.
Blame
If
John.
Streletsky is the only survivor left and 1x1 is the killer, the song Creation of Hatred will start playing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
in the
thing I
world of
really
Forsaken, Streletsky hasn't
like about Forsaken is like certain like not I don't think most like Dead by Daylight type games do that. Like if certain characters have a connect to a certain character, they won't like make a special song for it. So I thought that was really cool that Forsaken did
told
that.
anyone that 1x1 is his own creation. This is because he's afraid the other survivors will abandon him and ignore him, just like what
Ooh.
they did with 7 and 7. But yeah, now 1x1 is after Streletsky and all the other survivors in this never-ending game. John Doe.
Wow.
So John Doe's description reads, the defunct code.
See, John Doe is the only character I know of because that was the big thing when I was younger on Roblox. Back when I used to play
early
Roblox.
days of Roblox courses
Yeah,
through their body,
early days.
consuming
That's
his
when I was a
mind
kid.
as he now only focuses on one thing: to kill
I've never
everyone in his
Oh
path.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
so John Doe is actually
Minutes.
inspired off of a very popular Roblox myth where a lot of people believed that he was going to hack all of Roblox on March 18th, 2017. Yeah, there's a lot
Yep.
of people saying things like, don't play Roblox on March 18th.
Okay, why does that say 6 years ago? It's even older than that. That must have been a resurgence of John Doe. Because 6 years ago, I wasn't playing Roblox 6 years ago. 2019. Back when I actually genuinely played Roblox was maybe 2015 and 2014, and John Doe was a thing back
It's
then.
2017.
So,
yeah, there's a lot of people saying
ye-
things like, don't play Roblox on March 18th. Now, nothing actually ended up happening, but in the
course.
world of Forsaken, if you
It was
do
just a
play the
rumor.
game on that exact date, March
Oh.
18th, and you play as John Doe, his stats will be bumped up to a crazy amount.
Yo,
his
that's
health is now
fire.
318, 2025. His regular speed is 11, 318. Yeah, and not only that,
Hey, somebody
John Doe
remind
now
me,
looks
next
like
March
this
we hopping on.
monstrosity over here with the text saying, dude, I told you not to play on March 18th. Now, again,
That's
in the world of
hilarious.
Forsaken, John Doe is actually a real person. Yeah, he's actually married to Jane Doe, but then something happened where a
Got a wife?
defunct code would end up corrupting John Doe into this weird creature. He now doesn't
Right.
recognize anybody, like not even Jane Doe.
Not even
he
his
still
wife.
has feelings towards her, but the Spectre made sure to block away those feelings.
Who is
a
the
fun
Spectre,
fact,
bro?
though, is that giant arm that John Doe has, he doesn't even use it because of how heavy and inconvenient it is. Another fun fact
Seems
is
to
that
show him
Cool
using
Kid
it.
is actually scared of John Doe. This is because
That
his
makes
father,
sense.
7 and 7, would tell him stories of the evil, corrupt John Doe. Now, as for John Doe's appearance, it's actually based off of this old script.
Why is
It
this
would really
hilarious
just kind
to me?
of jump scare into looking like this monstrosity here.
the
Yeah,
heck?
funny enough, John Doe's original design in Forsaken was supposed to look like this. I'm glad they changed it
Yeah,
though.
me
and as
too.
for his wife Jane Doe, she's actually going to become a survivor in the near future. Hopefully
Oh.
she'll be able to get him to have a change of heart. Jason. So this is
Probably
the same
not.
Jason from the movie series Friday the
Yeah.
13th. Now his skin is actually based off of the Roblox game Survive and Kill.
So is the
Killers
lore
in
gonna
Area
be
51,
different
which
since
is an
it's
old
not
game
about-
from 2014.
or is it gonna be about the
and
movie,
his
Jason?
description reads, a man whose identity is covered by a crude hockey mask, wielding several tools at his disposal, along with his thirst for the cat and mouse chase. Yeah, you'll notice that he's the only
He's
killer
here for the
without
thrill of
any
it.
range attacks. Because of this, though, he's also the fastest
He's the
killer in the
fastest.
game. Another thing
I like
is,
that.
if you look at all of his abilities, you'll see quotes here.
Slash.
Make them remember. No
Mother.
place to hide. It'll be easier
Mother.
for
Okay,
you
so
than
it's
it
about
was for
Jason,
him.
Jason.
Kill them. All of these are being said by his mother.
Yeah,
which,
mother.
Yeah, in the movies and in the Friday the 13th game, it is actually Jason's mom
Yeah.
that fuels his rage and need for vengeance. Yeah, a quick lore about Jason is he once used to be in Camp Crystal
This
Lake
honestly
until
is
he would
sad to me.
accidentally drown, but then come back to life and seek
Whoa,
revenge.
whoa, accidentally drown? I don't know if that's quite the case, my boy. They all seen that brother drown.
John Doe's who did him wrong.
They let
Yeah,
him
and
die.
Just like John Doe, he gets a huge buff.
Honestly, the one horror movie killer who I'm just like, you know what? You do your thing is Jason. Don't kill me, bro, because personally I would have helped you out if I seen. But you know, all those people who let you die, Hey, get your vengeance, my boy. I ain't even mad at it.
Whenever the date is Friday the 13th,
Or not even let you die, let you
though,
drown.
Jason is soon to be replaced by another killer called Slasher. This is due to copyright reasonings, though it seems like Slasher may look and play very similarly to the current Jason we know.
Okay,
Nolly.
that's fair, I guess.
So Nolly is the new up-and-coming killer of Forsaken. It's actually based on the old popular urban legend, in which back in 2010, if you went on Roblox and typed in Nolly, there would be this account called the same name. But what was strange about it is that there was no Roblox character tied to it. On the location/last seen, instead of giving a date or time, it would just say question mark. And when you try to click on the Nolly account, it would take you back to the Roblox homepage. Yeah, it was a very strange phenomenon that was happening, that a lot of people started theorizing what was going on with Nolly. Some even putting weird text such as Nolly will return. Yeah, there's even quotes
Nolly will return. You know, I love when communities do that. Like, they just create literally nothing and turn it into like a big urban legend, bro.
Myth thing. Yeah, Nolly is actually deemed to be one of the first myths in all of Roblox. But in the world of Forsaken, Nolly was actually an exploiter who worked alongside 7 and 7. Together, they would hack and cause trouble all across Robloxia. But then one day, 7 and 7 would pressure Nolly to take the Void Star. Now, this Void Star was actually said to help Roblox admins, but to Nolly, it was turned against him. Nolly would become corrupt by this Void Star, and now all Nolly wants is revenge against 7 and 7. Guess 666. So this is actually my favorite upcoming killer. Guess 666
this one does
is actually based off the iconic Roblox myth of the same name, where people thought that there was an account called Guess 666 that could have admin powers in any game they joined, and that they also had the ability to ban anyone they wanted. In the world of Forsaken, though, Guess 666 was an average Roblox player. Yet they were actually best friends with Noob. But unfortunately, though, something would happen that would tear them apart from each other. Yeah, it was actually revealed that something extremely bad would happen that would just completely end their friendship. He would actually try to apologize to Guest 666. You can actually find his letter here. It reads, "Hey Guest, it's been a while. I have no idea if this will ever get to you, but hopefully it does. Can we somehow meet again? I regret so many things, and recent events have made me realize some things about myself." And then there's a lot of blocked out text here. "Why you disappeared? I was the one who hurt you." The rest of the letter is unreadable. It's blotted out. Yeah, so unfortunately,
oh, that's interesting.
This letter would never actually make it to Guest 666.
I never got to him.
Because unbeknownst to Noob, Guest 666 would get banned by Builderman. The Spectre would then forsaken Guest 666 and transform him into this monstrosity. Yet his original form is more so supposed to look like this. Despite all this though, Guest 666 does regret everything that happens between him and Noob, but unfortunately Noob doesn't know what happened to him and thinks that they abandoned him. It's
oh my goodness, he doesn't even know.
Some facts about Guest 666 is that he's actually jealous of Guest 1337.
And who's that?
Thinking to himself, why can't I be like you? And then when Guest 666 sees Noob in the world of Forsaken, he says, that can't be them. My best friend? Azure.
My best friend.
So Azure is another upcoming killer with another very tragic backstory.
I don't think I've seen any music from them.
That worships the Spawn, which is the belief in the ability to respawn or resurrect through it. But someone else that was also in this cult was Two Time. Yeah, the two of them would actually be best friends, but then something would end up happening. Something very tragic. See, Two Time would become very obsessed with the Spawn, often thinking that they were hearing voices, and it got to a point that one day, Two Time took Azure to an isolated area and betrayed them. Yeah, Two Time would end up losing.
Yo! No shot.
Time took Azure to
they look like boys
an isolated area and betrayed them. Yeah, Two Time would end up losing their mind, clearly devoted.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, what was the turn? Lost their mind.
To
Crazy
the Spawn,
word.
And they thought that sacrificing Azure would allow them to resurrect. And when Two Time did eventually wake up in the world of Forsaken, they technically did resurrect, and this does play with Two Time's mind. Azure would also wake up in the world of Forsaken, but this time as a monster filled with hatred towards Two Time. But at the same time, he also misses the good times he had with them. An interesting fact about Azure is that he likes to study plants, with his favorite flower being a nightshade, which funny enough, this flower actually represents danger and betrayal. This same flower, aka the nightshade, can actually be found in the milestone skin for Two Time. Another thing is, before they were stuck in the world of Forsaken, Two Time and Azure were actually confirmed to be a couple. And then another thing about Azure is that he was actually banned from his local Burger King for attacking one of the employees because they ran out of mozzarella fries. Doombringer. So Doombringer is another upcoming killer.
Wait, hold up.
because they ran out of mozzarella.
They got mozzarella fries? I might need to go get those. Oh,
Fries.
that sounds good.
So Doombringer is another upcoming killer with an interesting backstory. Yeah, he's actually based on the real life Mr. Doombringer, who's been a Roblox employee since 2013. But in the world of Forsaken, Doombringer is a former super moderator for Roblox that has since fallen from grace and turned to the dark side. Yeah, in the lore, Doombringer would view the other Roblox employees like Builderman and Shaletsky as corrupt and too merciful on punishments towards
merciful. Wow.
And thus, Doombringer took it upon himself to punish others. Yet he would become delusional on his beliefs as they began to corrupt them. Now, in the world of Forsaken, with the influence of the Spectre, he sees himself as true justice. He now works with a mysterious figure only known as Darkheart. This mysterious person is actually the one that created the Void Star. Yet there's a lot more upcoming killers as well as some more lore hidden within their skin. So if you want to look more into it, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to
subscribe. Go make sure to subscribe to my boy in the description. I'll leave his channel in the description. Flush, go subscribe to Flush. And I did see this video over here, the lore of every Forsaken survivor. If this video ends up hitting 100 likes, I'll check out the survivor lore. And then there's actually, he has so many videos on Forsaken. So if you guys want me to keep checking out his videos, first of all, go subscribe to him, then subscribe to me and like this video and comment and let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.